So this is not really a DIY story. It's more of a therapy session for me to get through this little problem with my car. It is a 2001 BMW 325i. It has about 190,000 miles on it. The car's in good shape. I've kept it in good shape. I still get all kinds of thumbs ups and all that type when it's clean, when I'm going down the road, and really it's not a bad car. Here's a shot of the interior. Definitely not perfect, but not horrible. And the car has some life left in it, I know. And I've done a bunch of stuff to it myself and kept it going. But what recently happened was I had to go to the airport for a work trip. I stopped at the subway right by the airport to get something to eat, came outside, and lo and behold, the car wouldn't start. And I've had some problems with the mass airflow sensor before, so that's the first place I went, and the tubes were cracked and everything, and I was asking contractors there for tape, and they were giving me plastic straws, and people were helping me trying to get it going, which makes me feel happy that someone's out there that really wants to help you. And keep in mind, the airport it's like a half-mile away. I can see it from where I'm standing, but I'm in jeopardy of losing this flight. So I went back in the subway and I said, hey, I found the manager and said, would you please let me keep my car parked here? It's out on the side for a week. Please don't tow it. And when I get back, I'll get it out of here, and I would really appreciate it. And he said, hey, no problem. So a week goes by, my brother comes and picks me up, and we mess with it, and we mess with the hoses, the mass airflow sensor, everything we can think of, fuses, no dice. It'll crank, but it won't fire. So unfortunately, I did have to have it towed from the airport to my house. I called my BMW mechanic friend, and he said, you know, it sounds like you've tried everything. I'll bet you on that year of a car, it is the fuel pump. And the good news is, it's pretty easy to get to. It's just right under the back seat. So I'll swing around here, and sure enough, there it is, right under the back seat. It's held on with 4 nuts, and you unplug it, and there it is. And he said, you know, take your voltmeter, check it, the plug, and if you have power to the plug and you don't have the pump doesn't work, then probably it's a bad pump. The only tough thing is that you would have to tow it in for us to fix it. So I thought, well, I got it out, so I'd like to try to put it back in. So what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for my new fuel pump, and I'm optimistic, and I want to thank YouTube because they were a great reference for helping me really just find how to take this thing out and put it back in. And pretty soon there should be a happy ending to the story, I hope. But I will definitely keep you posted. Thank you for listening. If you're having a bad day, maybe this will make your day feel better, because it's tough when you're, you know, trying to make a flight. You come running in and covered in grease, and the airport lady looks at you like, what have you been doing? So there's more to the story. It gets better. Let's call this BMW Blues Part 1.1. Let me get you up to speed. I was able to get the new fuel pump in the car installed. No problem. Car runs great. But I noticed on the dash, when I filled the car up with gas, that the gas gauge only went up to about halfway. So I think this float is boogered up or hung up, or I bent it or something on the new one. Again, this is the old pump. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take the other one out, get a replacement, and do a better job of putting it in. But the car does run. And in the meantime, I also replaced the mass airflow sensor. It was pretty banged up, really. There's supposed to be another grill that goes across here to keep the big debris out, but it was smashed, so probably long overdue. But the good news is the car does run. As long as I don't run it out of gas, I just need to wait on the new part, and I'm patient. It should be here real soon. So, how did this fiasco end? Well, first, if you could hit the subscribe button and help me out, that would be great. I did finally get the new fuel pump, and the car was running fine, and then it started stalling again and tripping the service engine light. So I pulled out the new mass airflow sensor that I bought, put in the old one, and that did the trick. So that's where the story ends. And I'm pretty sure that I saved a few bucks, but I had to be patient. So if you like this story and like the Road Noise channel, please like, subscribe, share the story, and we'll see what kind of disaster I can come up with next. Thanks.